I knew it was going to be trouble the moment they said that Jason Aaron was getting hired for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is a train wreck every single time this guy writes anything. He has one MO, which is put a chick in it and make it lame and gay. And that's exactly what he's doing here. He has that same sort of writing style as everybody else in the industry, where you have to deconstruct everything and then reconstruct it different to try to put your mark on it. And it makes me roll my eyes every single time. Now, he's replacing Casey Jones with April O'Neil, just the most ridiculous, stupid concept ever. And we'll get into this in just a moment. I knew this was going to happen immediately. And sure enough, it is. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in comics, especially what's going on with what's going on in the mainstream and the like. I make my own independent comics, guys, which are way better than anything Jason Aaron's ever written. And I would love for you to check this out. It's in the description below. My newsletter. You get 3 free books for $50, like a $50 for $50. Let me try this again. You get 3 free books, which is a $50 value if you actually purchase them. And it's awesome stuff right here. So Flying Sparks is my beginning of my superhero universe. It's got wonderful characters, got wonderful development, and I've got a lot of great superheroes out there. I've also got some science fiction and fantasy worlds and new comics coming. I've got like 9 graphic novels in development. There's a lot more going on here than there are a lot of indie spaces, so it's good to be a fan over here, and I appreciate you all for reading. I also write science fiction and fantasy novels, which you get one of each free here as well, just to check out my work. And it's wonderful. And so I get to connect with you and get to tell you about my upcoming projects, and you get some free books in the process. Check this out, guys. It's in the description below. Thank you so much. I've also got my online bookstore there, which is you can get all of my work as well if you want to support the channel. And I appreciate you for being here. Thanks again. Gosh, I can talk pretty one day about this stuff. What you really need to do on YouTube channels is you need to do like a pre-recorded one that you just like throw in there. But I hate that. Like, when they do those pre-recorded bits, like and like cut it out, it just doesn't feel natural and like the person's talking with you. And that's my opinion anyway. Maybe I should anyway because I'm bad at it. But it is what it is. All right. Jason Aaron is only 10 issues into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Relaunch for IDW Publishing. Number 8 just came out. He's already gender-swapped Casey Jones by giving April O'Neil the mantle in the latest push towards feminism. If you don't know about Turtles, Turtles was the gold standard in comics when IDW first launched the original iteration. They have the first 100 issues of their relaunch is just absolutely wonderful. The writing's amazing. The art's top tier. Beautiful stuff. They produce these beautiful hardcovers of the books, and each one has about 10 issues in it. And so you can get those 10 for up to about issue 100, and it goes wonderful. Then they decide to go off the rails. They introduce a female Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle to help feminize things, and it was designed by transgender activist Sophie Campbell, who they later bring in to write the female turtle and make it even more woke. Well, it went pretty poorly, and of course the book got canceled 50 issues later. After this, they lasted a few more years, and their goodwill all evaporated down the drain. Now that's too bad, as Ronin, like the Kevin Eastman iteration of the Turtles, which was like the last Turtles story they were writing, actually was IDW's bestseller. It kept the company afloat during a lot of their losses as all this is going on. So they decided to relaunch this with an all-new #1 collector's item first issue. Yes, I hate the comic book industry for all their nonsense, but people fall for it. I mean, it was one of the best sellers of last year. I think it was #1 or #2 to Absolute Batman, #1 collector's item first issue. It makes me roll my eyes because how many #1s can you have? It doesn't make any sense. But Jason Aaron took over things at that point under editor Heather Antos, who's now running the entire line, and it's a train wreck. It really is. Now, the art on it's beautiful. They hired a great artist who is carrying the book, who's making it like so people love it on that level because people can look at it and see some pretty images. That covers up a lot of Jason Aaron's poor writing, but that's exactly what's going on here at this point. So issue number 6, you can see Casey Jones in the hospital here looking very weak and smaller than April O'Neil for whatever reason. And she goes, "Fight. You've never backed down from a fight in your life. Don't let this be any different. Whoever put you in this coma, they'll answer for what they've done. I can promise you that. Just keep fighting, Casey. And so will I." And she picks up the mask. Oh, no. So you've got another 100-pound girl who's going to beat up the Foot Clan. So think about this, guys. April O'Neil, who's the damsel in distress, who like really doesn't have any place doing this, is now taking the mantle of Casey Jones, who's like this badass fighter, and is just better than him at it because it's Jason Aaron, right? Better than the Turtles, really. And look, she's beating up a Foot Clan soldier in armor. Now, by the way, you hit an armored dude with a hockey stick, it'll rattle him some probably, but it'll probably just break the hockey stick. I mean, it's stupid as it is. The guy's got, he's got a mace that he could just just bludgeon her with very easily. But no, April's so strong. She's so female. She's the female strong lead who can take down this trained ninja soldier in armor with make him go flying across the room with that hockey stick. It's insanity. And it doesn't make any sense. She kind of looks transgender in that top image there, too. Interesting. Now, she's going to be fully taking on the mantle. This is the cover for issue number 11 right here. You can see there it is. Casey Jones, April O'Neil, and not hiding her secret identity very well at all, by the way. Here's my bright yellow jacket I'm always wearing. It's just so stupid on every level. But this is it. This is what they're doing. And again, it's just this is what Jason Aaron does to everything he touches. It's so obnoxious. Now, April O'Neil's had some problems in the past. You never forget Arpil O'Neil, the best of Arpil O'Neil. They did fix it before it went to print, but this is what they came out with back in the day to try to get people going. Some beautiful art there too. And then of course in the most recent Naruto and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover, look what they did to her. Oh, she's black now. So this is everybody's saying woke is over. Nobody's woke anymore. This is new. Like, this is what they're doing. There's none of these people have changed. The industry hasn't hired any conservatives. They haven't changed anybody. They're not getting Chuck Dixon back or getting Graham Nolan back or hiring people like me who actually understand how to write comic books that are fun. They still have just Jason Aaron and Heather Antos running around IDW Comics. They have Sophie Campbell now writing Supergirl. Super Trans, I guess is what it's going to be at this point. They have Tom King still working at DC Comics. They have Tom Taylor just destroying Detective Comics and turning it into his political rants about like the prison systems at this point. Nothing's changed. And don't even get me started on Marvel. I mean, we covered it yesterday with go watch my video on what they've done to the Punisher. Oh my gosh, absolutely crazy. But yes, this is still going on 100% in the industry. And like I said, this is Jason Aaron's MO 100% too. If you ever read his Doctor Strange, this was actually the second attempt at bringing a female lead who's better than Doctor Strange. They had one before in the Mark Waid run that Jason Aaron actually abandoned. I don't know why, but he did. And then he brought his own dark-skinned female lead who's better than Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, again, it's the same deconstruction story. Like the Turtles in this one aren't the Turtles anymore. They're all apart. They hate each other. It's dark. It's edgy. That's how he starts things. Doctor Strange, he lost his powers. He doesn't feel good. He's miserable. He's dark. He's edgy. And the female comes in who's just smarter than him and better than him to help him save the day, right? And that's what he did for Doctor Strange. And of course, we all know what he did with Thor. He turned Jane Foster. Look at that arm. That is a man's arm if I've ever seen one. Jane Foster got turned into Thor in one of the worst bastardizations in comics history. This is just insulting to readers. And this is what he does every single time. Doctor Strange, Thor, this. I've never seen a Jason Aaron run not do this. It's like he has one plot, and it's like these corporate schlops like, yes, slay queen. Every single time they do this. Now, April O'Neil is just a terrible insult to comic book readers. And, this is what you get when you hire Jason Aaron. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Yay, feminism. Please sign up for my newsletter, guys. I've got some great books coming out later this year. We just wrapped up one book and delivered that out digitally. Those are going to be coming out very soon in print. And on top of that, you won't lose any contact with me, which is great in case, never knows what happens with YouTube. And on top of this, you get free books, which is awesome. Thank you for being here. We'll be back soon.